Hi guys, and welcome to How Much Bitcoin YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to physically install an Antminer in your garage. I already installed 3 machines and this is my 4th machine. Before we start, I want to thank our sponsors for today's video. WorldWiFi.io is a new technology with Wi-Fi. It lets users use free Wi-Fi just by viewing some ads before you access the Ethernet. The average bill of a Wi-Fi to have Ethernet in your house or wherever you go, it's about $20 to $30 per month. That can be a lot. In some countries, it can be even higher than that for very, very low speeds. So the idea is very simple. You can set up your own Wi-Fi router and let everybody access the Ethernet for free. But in exchange, you're gonna have ads for the people who use the Wi-Fi. Therefore, you get tokens for providing free Wi-Fi. The users view the advertising before they can access the Ethernet. The advertiser gets exposure to all those people who use the Wi-Fi and everybody wins. So the advertisers have an opportunity to advertise all over the globe when providing free Wi-Fi. People who have currently Ethernet can install and set up free Wi-Fi on their router for anyone to use. In order for them to use it, they have to view ads, and in result, you're gonna receive free tokens, which is the WE token. The WE token is based on Ethereum, which is a well-known platform for tokens, and it also creates a decentralized system when providing this service for the Wi-Fi owners, the people who want to use the free Wi-Fi, and the advertisers. Their goal is to provide Wi-Fi everywhere, and the more people will use it, the more access the people will have to free Wi-Fi. You can check their website and their white paper at worldwifi.io, link in the description below. For this project, we're gonna need a few components. So we have the S9 Antminer right here. It does 14 terahashes per second mining hashing power. We have a 1600 watt G2 power supply. Here's the socket that I'm going to use, and we have a 100 feet power cord, and we have, surprisingly, this is an IKEA power strip. They work really well, and I think they're like $6 each, and those are the only one that didn't like pop or burnt or had like black marks on the connections, so they can really hold the power for a long time. So I recommend those. Now the reason I have a 100 feet cable is because I'm gonna actually set up the cable right here. We're gonna have to clean that. After we run the cable through, we're gonna actually hook it up to the roof of my garage and then hook up the cable there. I cannot use the existing cables because it's just too much power that I'm consuming already. So that's why I had to use a different socket. This socket right here can support another 20 amps, so I can run one more machine here. I'm already maxed out on all the power in the garage. So let's go ahead and start by running the cable. So before I run the cable, I have to clean up whatever's in there so the cable can go through. I'm gonna do this all the way through. Now that I did it all the way through, I'm gonna run the cable right there and go all the way to the garage. As you can see here, this is already something I already did, and it's gonna look exactly like that. That's the result. Make sure that your extension cord can support enough power for your miner, because not all extension cords are made equal. Please do not try this at home. This is my way, but your way may be different. But please do not try this at home. So I had to run the cable through the floor because I don't have a ladder right now. I borrowed it to my other mom. So I still have the cable, going all the way there, and here is the connection. And in theory, I can connect the power supply directly here with no power strip, but I always put the power strip between the power and the machine because I don't really trust the power supply. In case of a power surge or a lightning strike, I'd rather have a power strip burned out than my mining machine. So that's why I always use a power strip. So here's the power strip, and I'm just gonna plug it in. Pretty straightforward, all right? So now we're gonna open up the power supply box. While I'm opening the power supply, let me tell you a little bit about mining. The reason why cryptocurrency is so powerful is because the ability to mine it. When we are mining, we're confirming transactions and also guessing the blockchain code, but we're also confirming transactions. So the more people are mining, the stronger the platform is and the more safer. So it gives incentive to people like me or you, whoever, to mine Bitcoin, mine other coins, and it makes it a more secure marketplace. This is why Bitcoin is so valuable and cryptocurrency is so valuable, because the fact that you can mine it at home or anyone can mine it, that's what's decentralized about it. There's no one central unit that controls all the supply or what's going on with the transactions. Here's our power supply. And I'm gonna count how many connections I need and plug it in ahead of time, so it will be easier for me to plug in the power supply and the Bitcoin miner. So this is a modular power supply, so all the connection goes here. So you also need the motherboard connection, so then the switch will tell it that it's always on, because mining machines usually don't have a switch in them and they don't connect through the motherboard power. So you need that, and it comes in the box. So here is our S9 14 terahashes version that we're gonna test out today. You can buy it on bitcoinmerch.com or at bitmain.com. And you can also buy a lot of the accessories I'm showing up today on bitcoinmerch.com. Don't forget to check it, link below. I'm gonna count how many VGA cables I need. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only total of 10 connections. And also don't forget, we also need a network cable, which I already have a switch in there, and I'm just gonna plug it in and add it on. Here it is, it's all done. We have the power supply, we have the network cable, and we have the mining machine, Antminer S9 connected. Everything is ready to go. All we have to do now is just plug in the power to the power supply and turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna turn on for the first time. Whew. So that's a good sign. Now, it's gonna start quiet and then it's gonna be more loud, but let's turn all of them on. Why not? So all of them are on. Let's wait a few minutes and then do the setup. Okay guys, now that we installed the Antminer to the network, it's on and running. We now need to find the IP address that's associated with this particular miner, and we'll be able to log in to the control panel and change the pool address and the pool information to your pool. So then you get the profits or the hashing power to your account. Now, in order to find the IP address, you can do it in two ways. One that I use all the time is Advanced Port Scanner. It's a software, you download it, you open it, and you put the range of the IP address that you might have from your router, and you'll be able to find all the things that are connected to the router. Now, in particular, our miner is this one. I already found out. It's 192.168.1.16. That's the S9, the new one that we installed. Now I can double click it and it will open up and it will look something like this. Now it will ask you for a password and a username. The username and password is root and root lowercase. That's a default username and password from Bitmain, and you can change that if you wish. Now when we go to miner configuration, that's the most important page. You'll be able to put 3 different pool address URL, a worker ID, and a password. Now the pool URL is provided to you by the pool. Let's say Slush's pool or antpool.com. You go in, you can go to support, and you'll be able to find that URL address. There might be URL address that's better for your location. If you're in Europe or the US, they have different URL addresses. Sometimes they don't. So it really depends on the pool. The reason is there's 3 different pools here is in case one of the pools doesn't work, then the Antminer automatically will go to the second pool. So that's a big advantage in case one of the pools stopped working or got bankrupt, I don't know. Whatever reason it is, it will just go to the next pool ahead of it. And also, a lot of pools have backup addresses, so they have different IP address and different ports that you can use. In case one doesn't work, the second one will. So I do recommend to put 3 different ones if you have maybe 2 different pools or maybe 3 different addresses of the same pool. For worker ID, all you have to do is put the same user that you registered with the website on the pool, and then you add a dot. So for example, we add user dot sub-user. With a sub-user, you can put whatever you want. Usually pools will let you put whatever you want and will just create a sub-user automatically. Some pools might be different, so you have to check. But you can just put dot and then put sub-user, kind of know which miner on what are you mining on, so you can have multiple sub-users to kind of like keep track of your miners. And you can do that for all 3 of the workers. Once you're done with this page, you click Save and Apply. Then you wait a couple of minutes and then it will start hashing. In the miner status page, you'll be able to see how long it's been running, you'll be able to see the hashing power, and to see which URL and which pool is alive. Now, it's very important to remember that if this page doesn't show up, it's probably because you put the wrong information on the URL. I actually noticed that if I put the wrong information, it will just nothing show up, and it will just show like the Antminer doesn't work. But the fact is, the Antminer does work fine, and it's probably because you put the wrong information. Take another look at the information you put in to make sure your Antminer is running. If you put the wrong information, your Antminer will never run. Alright, it's all done. 4 Bitcoin machines running full time, no problem, in one house. If you have any questions about this setup, don't forget to comment below. And if you like the video, leave a like. And also subscribe to my channel if it is your first time watching me. Don't forget also to check out bitcoinmerch.com for this cool merch that I have here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.